Hello, everyone. Welcome to June. It is Brandy, and I have a really special guest with me here today, Dalia Marone. And I'll just invite Dalia to introduce herself as she's new to this channel and new to this community. Dalia, welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you today and be on your channel and also be collaborating with you on this amazing upcoming retreat that we're doing together in June for the Lionsgate. Basically, my name is Dalia Marome. I'm with Sonic Hypnotics is the name of my company. I do sound healing and hypnosis. I also have a background in yoga therapy. I've been working in the field for over 12 years, both locally and internationally. And I really help people kind of come back to themselves after dealing with a lot of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, bringing them back to clarity, peace, and purpose. I do one-on-one programs through sound and hypnosis, also past life journeying work, as well as retreats and group experiences. So really excited to be doing this first collaboration with you and to be here with you
Yeah,
today to
it's
talk
actually
about
our
it.
second. It's our second collaboration. So last year, when I was leading a retreat, you came and you did a beautiful sound healing journey for the women on retreat, and it was so
Yes.
magical. And I was like, okay, now we really get to co-create. As you could see, we both have this lioness energy, and we both are filled up and passionate about the work that we do. For those that don't know me, I am an astrologer, also a lifetime yogini and a life coach, and I really support women into really aligning with their soul blueprint and coming home to themselves and their body. And we're in summer, and right now it is the energy and the time to be infused with the light. And I don't know about you, Dahlia, but I've been really feeling it's like at nighttime it is so light, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, the light is still present. And how does that affect you personally, having longer days?
Well, I think having the energy of the sun, I'm a sun sign, so I'm a Leo. So like having being in the basking in the energy of the sun really kind of lights up my Leo soul. So, as we approach the summer solstice, it definitely gets me excited, especially since the long, heavy winter we had. It was just very dark and gloomy and lots of snow. A lot of us were hibernating during that time. We were stuck here in the cold weather. So just like having the energy of the sun and the warmth come in just
Mm.
feels so amazing for the soul and for the heart.
So good. Yeah, totally. I totally agree with you. And I would love to like just bring this conversation. We got on the call a little bit earlier, and Dalia was saying we really get to dive into the energy of joy. So if you could share a little bit about why joy and why now.
Yeah, absolutely. So the energy of joy is so important. I think, we're living in some challenging times, and people are feeling as I talk to people, there's a lot of anxious energy out in the world. People are not always dealing with happy times. There's a lot of stress in the world right now. So I think how do we bring joy back to our lives when we're dealing with all of this heaviness in the world? How do we also balance and bring back joy when there's so much stress, when there's so much anxiety in our lives? So it's like it's really finding that balance. And I know for me, when my father passed away in 2019, and it was such a sad time, of course, losing the love of a parent. And at the same time, there was a lot of joy around me. There was a lot of family, and it was so nice to be connected with family again, be connected with community, and meeting people that I never would have met, through the funeral and stuff like that. And there was so much beauty and joy in that moment. So it was like holding that space of joy and sadness at the same time. And I think that's sometimes the challenge. How do we still allow ourselves to experience that joy when there's hardship in the picture as well? So how do we find that balance between the two? And I just love that, this is the summer is all about joy. So it's like, how do we, navigate that within our own lives, and like bring like it's oftentimes I share with my clients, it's like riding a surfboard, when we're struggling with something in our life, like how do we get back on the surfboard and still bring that energy and that willingness to continue even though when things can be challenging. So
Mm.
yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for
And
sharing.
you were sharing a lot about play, and I'd love to
Mm.
hear more about that. I have two little ones at home, so I see a lot of that here, but with adults, it's not always, we don't get enough time to play, right? So,
Yeah, I think that so many of us have forgotten how to play, and
mhm.
that, you know, it's such an important time, the summertime. We both live in Canada. We live in Montreal area, and it is cold. And it's just the summer is a time to let go, to shed some of the layers, to take off our snow pants and our hats and our gloves and put all that away, and to run free in the grass and to just play.
Mhm.
And the energy of creativity and curiosity comes back, and connection to nature and connection to ourselves and our inner child, that maybe when we were younger we didn't have that opportunity. So just play and get dirty. A lot of parents are like, don't get
Mhm.
dirty, don't bring them out in the house. But as adults, we get to just make that noise and create and
Mhm.
have fun, like just this energy of fun. And I think for so many of us, we don't take time in our schedule just to play. And yes, if you have young kids, you're constantly in that. But when you don't have young kids at home, you forget. You forget that you're also a child, and there's an inner child that really wants to come out and play. And yeah, I've been just thinking about this energy of Leo, and I know that you have a lot of Leo planets, and that we are
Yes.
co-leading in the Leo season. And Leo is all about play and courage and opening up the heart. And for so many of us, just that we were maybe shunned, or we were told that we were wrong, we were just too loud or too big of an energy. I'm sure that at one point in your life with all your Leoness, right, where people are like, Dalia, you're just too much. Did you ever receive that from others?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. A lot. Yeah, definitely. But I love what you're saying, because I think it also, what makes me think of is that sort of unplugging from the matrix, unplugging from the responsibilities of life. How can we just kind of shut off our response? We can go back to them, in a couple of days, or, in a week, or give ourselves the space to just play and be in joy, that we can just allow ourselves to separate from the stress of life.
Yeah.
So I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just going to dive in for another minute just to talk a little bit about the astrology of the time that we're in, also bringing it back to Leo. And the planet Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and good luck and good fortune, is moving into Leo. So I don't know if you knew that, but that's happening at the end of this month. So whoever has a Leo sun or a Leo rising, or is going to be a fusion of expansion for the whole entire year.
Mm,
And this happens once every 12 years. So it's a really big deal. It has
mm,
been Jupiter in the sign of Cancer for the past year, and now it's going to be moving into Leo. And we're also in the eclipse portal of moving into Leo and Aquarius. So these are some of the energies. It's going to be a very strong Leo season. And our retreat that we're going to bring up right now is happening in Leo season, August 7th, 8th, and 9th. And we chose the date because Dalia is super passionate about the Lionsgate portal, and I'll let her talk about that in a second. Um, but there's a lot. We'll be leading the retreat right before the Leo solar eclipse. So this is a really, really big time of the Leo new moon infused with the sun, where we get to set the intentions for the year ahead, for all the courageous acts and manifestation we want to bring in to the world. And I'll let you share just a little bit about why you're so passionate about the Lionsgate.
yes. Well, because I have lion hair, and I'm full 5 planets in Leo. That's one of them. But I love the Lionsgate. I've actually been running day retreats. So this is my first weekend retreat with you for this year. But I've been running the day retreats for the Lionsgate for the last almost 10 years now. So I just love it, because it's such an amazing energy that's coming through, where the Earth, Orion, and Sirius are all lined up perfectly in the sky to really create that portal of higher consciousness. And it's also a really powerful time for manifestation. So, as we're calling in this energy of joy, it's also really important, because if we're trying to manifest things in our life and we're in a place of stress and anxiety and fear, we're not sending the right signal out to the universe of the things that we want to manifest. So in order to really kind of bring and connect with that higher conscious energy, we got to be in a place of joy. We got to be in a relaxed state. We got to be in a happy state. So this weekend is really about resetting our nervous system, really kind of bringing ourselves into this happy, excited, intentional space so that we can start to manifest the things that we really want in our lives. You know, regardless of what's happening, we're going to create this portal of energy that's going to be like a vortex and this in this retreat, you know, that's going to be really unplugging from the matrix so that we could really be in this vortex of joy that this weekend. So I'm really excited.
I feel it. I feel it. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. So
Yeah.
I want to share just a minute about the details of our retreat. So the retreat is going to be in the Laurentians in Quebec, August 7th, 8th, and 9th. We launched it a few weeks ago and we're at 75% capacity already sold out. So we only have a few spots left. We have also a promotion going on until June 4th with $200 off. And the location is right on the lake. So we are going to have full access to the lake as well. In the retreat, we're going to have beautiful sound healing ceremonies with Dalia. We're also going to have a drumming circle. And I want to share that I have a friend that's coming in from Atlanta for the retreat. And she's like, I've never done a drumming circle. She was like so excited about the drumming circle. We're going to have yoga and astrology. We're going to have time for just playing in the lake with paddle boards and kayaks, jacuzzi time. It is a stunning, stunning retreat center. Dalia and I are going to be holding the space so that you guys can melt into your hearts, that you can melt into what you truly, truly desire. You don't have to come with any intentions. You just get to arrive and everything else will be taken care of for you. And I'll let Dalia share a few more words before we close as well for today.
Yes, we also have everyone gets their own room with their ensuite bathroom as well, which is it's actually quite a luxurious space, like that, like you mentioned, overlooking the lake, the yoga shala. It's like a whole private space. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's definitely a great place to create this vortex of energy that we were just talking about. So yeah, definitely really excited. And if you'd like, I could do a little meditation just to close us out here. So just so we
Yeah.
can kind of just settle, because I know when we're in that stress space, we're in our heads a lot, right? So I would like to invite you to really shift from head to heart space, from thinking to feeling, and just feeling into your heart, feeling into the energy of joy that we've been chatting about, feeling into the energy of play. We can get out of our heads and just drop into our hearts. What does that feel like? And just taking a few breaths to allow that to happen. So nice deep breath. Shifting from head to heart space, from thinking to feeling and connecting. And the sound of the heart chakra is the sound of ah. So if we drop into that sound of ah, which is quite like the sound of surrender, ah, the sound we drop into and we enter a warm bath after a long day. Ah, or when we drop into our bed. When we're completely exhausted. It's a full body kind of full body kind of surrender. And just taking those few moments, just those few breaths. It doesn't take that long to really drop into that space. To move away from our busyness or doing, and into our being and our heart connection. And just closing it off with a little hum to resonate into the heart center. And as you send the little vibration into the heart, visualizing your trillions of cells being lit up like little stars in the sky.
Thank you, Dalia.
You're so welcome.
It was beautiful. And thank you, everyone who's watching and listening and receiving. So, if this is something that calls you, that resonates with you, that you want to come and experience joy and play with us, the link is going to be down in the description below. If you have questions, reach out to us. We're here to support you and sending you so many blessings for the month of June. And thank you, Dalia, for coming on my YouTube today.
Yes, it was a pleasure and an honor, and looking forward to this amazing retreat we have planned. So, wishing everyone a beautiful day, and hope to see you in August.
Yeah. Bye for now.
Bye bye.